Hi, everybody, and welcome to Jane's launch. So, I'm Tanya, and I'm just feeling honoured tonight that I get to host this beautiful event for Jane because I know how excited she is about our beautiful business and the programs that we use, and just having all of you here. So, a big thank you to everyone that is here with us tonight. I know how much she appreciates your support. So, what are you going to hear tonight? Obviously, you're going to be hearing from Jane and why she loves this business so much, but you're also going to hear a little bit about what is this business, like who we are and what do we do. So we do a couple of things. One, we really have a really good base of customers where we support them with their health to make really healthy choices and to improve their health long term. And we also help people to create some income online using the program and sharing the program. So, and when I think about my own personal journey, I actually started as a customer. So I came in and I was really unwell. I had an autoimmune condition. So I had chronic pain daily. It was really my normal, and it was getting to the point where it was quite degenerative. It was difficult for me to function on most days. And I had a lot of other things going on that was associated with the autoimmune condition. Besides chronic pain, I had, exhaustion and fatigue, and I had, excuse me, viruses. Like I was always sick. I had headaches and I had tummy cramps and nausea all the time because I also had a leaky gut and chronic fatigue. And I had, like cold sores and UTIs and thrush on a regular basis. I had skin issues. I had this itchy skin rash on my foot and it would just not go away. Nothing changed it. And the doctors didn't even know what it was. And I had hair loss and, I had all sorts of things going on. I just felt terrible. It was normal for me to have nana naps. I was usually asleep on the couch by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was really difficult for me to actually get out of bed in the morning. There's no way that I had the energy to get through my day. And so when I realized that I had this illness going on, I decided that I was not going to get worse. It was not going to be a chronic illness that I was going to have for the rest of my life. And I decided I was going to heal myself. So I looked everywhere for so many different options. And of course, nothing worked. I think I spent about $10,000 over a period of 4 years to try and heal myself. Nothing worked. And then, of course, I fell upon this program. And back then, this program was a sustainable program that really helped people lose weight over a longer period of time. So it was really a program set up for like an 8 week or a 6 week course, and alongside our beautiful supplements. And this instantly I started feeling better. It made sense to me because it was something that I could bring into my life and actually make healthy changes, because when you're changing a habit, you need time to change a habit. And not only did I start feeling amazing, it was almost instantaneous that my energy came back. And the chronic pain just started slowly getting better. So by about 2 months, the chronic pain had gone and I wasn't getting the flare ups that I was getting. It was instant with my energy, and the tiredness just went away and things just slowly started to heal. By the time I got to about 2 to 3 months, my hair was growing back, my skin was all clear, and I just started feeling amazing. And, here I am. This was 8 years ago. And here I am 8 years down the track, and I'm a lifer on these. There's no way that I'm ever going to change, taking our supplements and using our program. But what's so beautiful about it is our program's changed to take in what's needed for people right now. So we do monthly 10-day detoxes now, which I absolutely love. And we're getting amazing results because that's also a beautiful way to help people create some sustainable change in their health. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that because Tammy is the queen when it comes to sharing about our programs and our beautiful products. And I'm going to pass it on over to her, and she's going to share all about our programs and our products and why they're
Oh,
so
no.
amazing.
Hi. Thank you, Tam. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay, so just a little bit about me quickly. My name's Tammy, and I have been a Juice Plus consultant for about 7 years now, which means that I have been using our programs and our nutrition for 7 years, and I'm absolutely in love with them. It's been a real life-changing experience for me, and I'm definitely our program's biggest fan, I think. But so what is the program? What are the products we're using? That's what I'm just going to quickly go over with you this evening as quickly as I can because just a wonderful range of things here. So just briefly, I've actually got a little booklet here that we've had printed up. This is our detox program, and this is the first 10 days of every month, starting from a Monday, where we get really raw and real with ourselves and we are just stripping back and getting really clean. So, this booklet and our detox has all the information that you need to get started, to prep your food, to log your results before you start, and then it's full of absolutely delicious, non-restrictive, really hearty, healthy, wonderful recipes. So we guide you every step of the way through your detox, and then we support you afterwards with a lifestyle program as well, which is 3 times as big because that's the rest of the month. And that again has things, just tips and tricks to keep you going through the month so that you keep you on your clean eating program and keep on your healthy, whatever your goals are. And then again, it goes through into some wonderful smoothie recipes, soup recipes, snacks, meals, and even sweets at the end as well, because we really believe that eating healthy and clean and reaching our goals does not have to be about deprivation. So obviously you can't see the booklets too much at the moment, but we can show you more as we go. If you're interested, just reach out. But what I want to cover is what actually are the tools that we use for our detox, because we've got a wonderful program here, but it's actually also the nutrition that we use that gives us the huge kickstart. So our programs and everything that we do here is really, we work on the concept of mind, body, soul. We're working on 3 systems in the body that is about nourishing, 3 major systems. We want to nourish our central nervous system, our immune system, and our gut health as well. And our products do that really wonderfully. So a lot of our detox is about gut repair and about just kickstarting our immune system again. How we do that is with the help of these wonderful products. We have linked arms with the Juice Plus company because they give us the products that give the most, and they also have the best, longest standing reputation. They've got some wonderful studies and reviews and things, science reviews that are done on the products. But this is our core base range, which is our fruit and vegetables. These are encapsulated dried fruits and vegetables. There's approximately 20 in here. So you're getting 20 in your, fruit and veggies into your diet every day with these capsules. Our premium range includes the berries as well. The fruits and veggies are really aimed at boosting our immune system. They are scientifically proven to repair our DNA. So we're using them for really deep cell repair. We do 4-month um, packages with the capsules because we believe that it takes a 4 months, well, we know scientifically it takes a 4-month cycle to actually regenerate all the cells in our body. So we want to give our bodies a good chance to heal. And this is what the fruit and veg will help do. Then we add in the berries, and these are our polyphenols. And these are our antioxidants and things that help with anti-aging. They help with our hair and nails and skin, and they are just anything dark purple is really good for your blood and your heart and things like that as well. So this is called our premium range. And I just want to mention that with anyone that's ordering fruit and veg and our berries, our company is so, so wonderful. This is why we love them. I've already been eating these, but we sponsor kiddies. And I don't know any other company that does that, but we sponsor kiddies to get free fruit and veggie chewies or capsules, whatever they prefer, from the ages of 4 to 25 now. So that's just amazing. From the ages of 14 to 25, they get an adult sized dose free every month with your order. So I think that's absolutely outstanding. I love these. I have them as a yummy snack. They've got the same ingredients as the fruit and veggie capsules. They're just a little easier to eat. Now, I just want to add on, we've got one more capsule in our range. There's 4 caps in our range, and these are my favorites. Can we see? These are our omegas. These are our vegan omegas. Everything's plant-based here. Everything's gluten-free, dairy-free, all the nasties free. But this is really unique because there's no fish in our omega oils. They're very special because they've got 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas, which I don't know any other product that actually has them. It's quite outstanding. And we get these from sea buckthorn seed oil, tomato seed oil, pomegranate seed oil. There's a whole range, but there's also one really cool thing, and that is the algal oil from an algae plant, which is what the fish actually eat to get their omegas. So when we're eating fish, we are really going through the middleman, which is the fish first, but the fish are getting it all from the omega plant. So we're going straight to the source. We're growing our own algae, and we do it in pristine, clean, sustainable, renewable conditions, which is also our ethos for Juice Plus as well. Everything is grown in pristine conditions. Everything is grown in peak maximum nutritious soil, so we really believe that if it's not in the plants, if it's not in the soil, it's not in the plants. If it's not in the plants, it's not going to be in our body. So the goal with Juice Plus, and the reason we love them, is that they are all about the quality of the soil and the plants, because otherwise the nutrition's not in there for us. It is also NSF certified. All of the products are NSF certified, which basically means that they get tested on the random several times a year for anything that might basically inhibit a sports performance. So they've got some strict regulations. They can't have any synthetics, but these products also cannot contain any glyphosates or sprays or toxins or residue or heavy metals or anything. They have to test 0 every time, or we have to delete all our stock. So this company has never failed a test, which is something I love. This is big for me. So I want to move on from the capsules. Fantastic products. Just want to add that these are great for your hair, skin, nails, heart, eyes, and all those kind of things. But I also want to cover, and I just want to backtrack a little bit. I really believe, the fruits and veggies are our immune system. The omegas are also our central nervous system. But the third thing that we really want to nourish is our digestive system and our gut. And this is where we bring in some incredible plant-based shakes, which are called complete because they're actually got a complete protein profile. So they've got all your branch chain amino acids. And this is our chocolate. We've got a Dutch chocolate. We've got a French vanilla. This is the bulk packs here because they do come in little sachets, but I've drunk them all down to the bulk pack. So these are, again, all plant-based. They have a really, really beautiful edamame soy in them, which is gentle on our system. And it's also amazing for our hormones. So these are incredible for balancing out our, anyone that's woman of any age, really. Also for the guys, they're a really, really good form of protein. If you're working out or you just need extra fuel and nutrition, these shakes actually have 50% of most of our daily requirements for calcium, iron, you've got B vitamins, we've got niacin, and it's all come from plants. It's really, really, it's excellent quality. I'm a vanilla favorite, absolutely my favorite. I have actually, hang on, I have got the Perform. I'll just grab it out of the cupboard. It's right here. Sorry, I forgot one. So, lucky that's so close. This one here is our high performance shake. So this is half the carbs, very low sugar, nice tropical flavor. And this is for the super sort of high performers or people that are on low calorie, low carb diets. And this has got beetroot, so it's for rapid recovery and things like that as well. So I love this one as well. And then, so that's really helped with our gut healing. There's some yummy fibers and things in there as well. It's really, really good for conditioning our digestive system. We've brought in a couple of new things with Juice Plus, and one of them, this is an absolute favorite for me, is our Pure Cacao Rocks. This is ceremonial grade cacao from an absolutely incredible supplier called Toac. They are world-class cacao suppliers, and we are the very lucky people that get to sell it. So this for me is a daily ritual as well. This is incredible for just finding my heart space and centering me, finding a bit of calm in the busy day and just really setting my intentions and things. It's quite a lovely experience. It's a very heart-opening product, and it's also got some magnesium things that really, calm our system down. So I love this in the afternoons, because I also kickstart my day with this wonderful, wonderful new product that's only been out for about a month now. And this is our little brain boosting energy drink. And this has got some really good ingredients in it. And a galangal, it's got lion's mane, it's got a sage, a really beautiful sage, and some other things that just really boost our brain, give us a lot of clarity, get you through the sort of afternoon hump or whatever you need. I use them in the morning to kickstart, and then I wind my day down with a bit of cacao. But yeah, this is wonderful. This comes in little sachets, dissolve easily in water, and they taste like a yummy tropical mango flavor. I absolutely love these. They've also got a bit of green coffee beans, so they give you a real little kick as well. So yeah, that's me. That's the products. I think I have had a lot of time now, so I'm going to pass on to Jane, who's actually the star of our show tonight, to share her story. Thank you for listening.
That was gold. Thanks, Tammy. You're
Well,
amazing. Much appreciated. I actually
thanks,
Googled it.
beautiful. Thanks, beautiful. I'm just before Jane, sorry, just before you share your story, because I know you wanted to share, darling, and that's why we're here. I just wanted to mention about the detox, because I didn't say that I actually lost 11 kilos doing 3 detoxes. So, and what happens in that time is you're doing it for 10 days. So that's on our program, you actually get 3 detoxes over 3 months. And what that's going to give you is it's going to give you a whole reset of your health. It's not only going to help you to lose the weight, but also maintain it and also maintain your health. Because that's the other thing, is a lot of our customers are actually talking about how they feel better. They don't have the bloating the same, or the tummy cramps, or the tiredness, or, any of that, as well as losing all that weight as well. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, because I think that's a really important thing to take, because so many of us are wanting way more than weight loss now than we used to. When I first started on these programs, it was all about weight loss. Now it's all about health. So yes, I want to pass you on over to Jane now. Look, she's got the spotlight, and now she'll be freaking out. Hi, darling. I know how nervous you. I know how nervous you were.
What part am I going to be talking about, Tanya?
Oh, I just want to ask you. You have become a customer, and I know that when you first started, Jane and I've known each other for God, how many years now, Jane? Like 35 years or something. We went to college together, and I've known her for a long time, and she was very sick when I first, the last quite a few years now, eh? And so when we were talking, it was her health really that she was like, oh no, nothing's going to change there, right? So I'd love you to share how you've found, using the products in the program, Jane, because I know there were some barriers there for you, some blocks around it.
Yeah, I had a 10 to 12 year battle with my health. I trained in naturopathic medicine. I was seeing naturopaths. I was doing all sorts of things. I was seeing a medical herbalist. I was doing homeopathics. I was doing the works, and I ended up. I even did genetic testing, and I ended up going bankrupt from trying to find answers. And I was in and out of emergency department. And as I used to say to my doctors, all I'm trying to do is get back nursing. I'm just trying to get back to work. And it was actually, I'd pretty much given up. And I'd seen Tanya's results, and I know how difficult it is to get on top of autoimmune conditions, which was something that I had been struggling with myself. So I said, okay, let's give it a shot. And I haven't looked back since. That was last April, and I haven't looked back. I've actually got a massive list of all sorts of bits and pieces that I've written down. It's a bit of a mind map talking about all of the different things, because I remember having a bit of an instinct at the time to actually write things down before I started the products, because I wanted to do a really good scientific test. I made sure that I did nothing else but start with Juice Plus range. I know that it's the most researched nutraceutical in the world, and I know that I also dipped into the research because I'm a bit of a research person. I do love some facts and figures and some science. And yeah, I did my homework and then I jumped right in, and I was really surprised. I've got a massive list of things to talk about, but basically the three things that I did want to talk about were the difference between being on and off this range versus when it comes to relaxing, when it comes to my panic disorder, and when it comes to my sleep. And something else that's happened is my skin. My skin is like extreme dry. And my skin has just done a 180, which has been amazing. I have been diagnosed as needing full-time glasses, and that was a couple of months into the program that I got diagnosed as needing glasses, and I noticed gradually that my vision was improving, and the optometrist has said that was impossible. Well, I went to get checked last October, and I said to him, I'm not wearing my full-time glasses, and I'm really interested to see what the testing said, because what they had said is that every 2 years you're going to need to get new glasses because it's just aging related. And he confirmed last October that I don't need glasses full time. So, and I know that the berries are really fundamental in working with eyes, as well as the range of antioxidants and all of the goodies that come with being a vegan product. And talking about the improvements in my my skin has done a 180. I have never in my life not been treating with steroids, and now I'm going months. I clean whenever I want to clean. I jump in the shower whenever I want to jump in the shower, and I go swimming whenever I fancy. And that for me is unheard of because of my extreme dry skin and my eczema and asthma and allergies. Everything has come down. I feel so much better in myself. My energy is better. My relaxing feels relaxing, and my sleep has completely changed too. And, you know, those sound like dumb, small kind of, you know, not amazing kind of things, but they're big things for me. I was made surgically postmenopausal age 38 due to endometriosis, which is autoimmune. So I've had ticking time bombs going on with my health for many years, and to be living through this much change that is holding is just incredible. And for me, it's unheard of. Like, I have taken supplements my whole life and spent thousands. And, you know, the other day standing in the supermarket, looking at the range, it's just completely overwhelming unless you actually know what you're doing and you're trained to know what you're looking for and what you actually need and what you respond best to. It's just overwhelming. And there's so much that our organs do not recognize. Like, we create 330 billion new cells every single day, and these products actually target our DNA. So at a cellular level, we're doing some amazing, incredible work, which is why I'm really a devotee. And it's something that I really like to scream from the rooftops about. So I'm loving getting people engaged with things like the detox program, and then after the 10 days, popping them onto the lifestyle program and explaining to them that this is a wraparound comprehensive program. Like, we look after you, we provide you with customer care and support. And I think that that is something really special about our industry. So thank you very much for listening. Over to you, Tanya.
You sweetheart. So, love this because I know how sick you were. So I love how it's just really changed your health so much. I also know that it's helped you with your weight as well, because I know that you had lost, you were, yeah, tiny, right? And it's helped you put on some. But I just want to switch it up because when you first came to me, it was actually for the business, wasn't it? It was for your finances. So can you tell us why why you came to me because of the business? Just tell us about that.
I think it was around the fact that I was absolutely maxed financially and I was on a benefit. And really I was needing something on the side as a side hustle to look at earning some extra income. And I know that because I've been in this industry over 30 years ago and done really well in it, that it's a great way to make income. It's a good, clean, ethical, sensible way of getting people connected, and being on the front lines of providing customer care. So we have a product where we're selling a product, but we also have a service where we're providing a service. So the customer care is second to none. And I guess, with being an RN my entire life, I needed to be on the front lines of continuing to help people. That was something that was really a core value and something really important to me. So, yeah, and I think, yeah, to me, it's just a way that makes sense. It's a way of leveraging your time and your energy into building a business that belongs to you. So I can't get fired. I can't um I can't get aged out. Being in your 50s, it's really hard to find work and hold on to a job because the young ones are coming up behind you with extra training and all their little whizzy this and whizzy that and their energy. And, it can be a really tough kind of a thing, the job market. So I wanted to build something sustainable that belonged to me. And that was important. So yeah, so I'm loving it. I'm loving working with people. I'm loving being on the front lines of seeing people's delight when they get a couple of days into the detox. They're on Messenger messaging me with, oh my God, this is happening and that's happening. My gut is so much better and I've lost a kilo. And, it really is something irreplaceable and quite special. And, everyone's got a health story. I think everyone's struggling. Like I was talking to a guy last night, who's got superb health, and we were talking about prevention being way much better than cure. And that, don't let your health fall off a cliff, because when we actually start talking to people like him, and I say, how's your sleep and how's your weight? And he's like, oh, I could do with losing 10 kilos. And, oh, I don't sleep that well. And, so there are little kind of whispers going on, indicating that perhaps all is not as well as they thought. Like when you talk about things like energy, and start asking the right kind of questions, I guess, you get to find out someone's picture. And that's always really interesting to me. I enjoy that. And I love the changes that come with the detox. It's pretty much something that we don't have to put a lot of effort into. People are either into it or they're not into it, but detox is hot. Like people are aware that detox is tricky to do on your own. It's complicated. It's difficult to stay motivated unless you've got somebody like an accountability partner who's, giving you that customer care and that motivation, is a really important part. As well as the nourishment, bringing in the nourishment. So coupling that in with actually stripping back. And, one of the things I really enjoy about the detox is you get to choose your own adventure with it. You get to choose how deep you want to go, whether you want to go in at 10% or 60%, that's all up to you. Because we provide you with the digital assets and the information that you require, people are in control. And I think people really enjoy that. Yeah, and of course, with the program, you get 3 rounds of 10-day detox. Plus, we slip you onto the lifestyle program. I think that's a major selling point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to sell our program again because we know how awesome it is, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. We'll come back to you later.
Thanks,
But I
Alex.
just wanted to now pass you back over to Tammy, because I really just would love for you to share, your story, because I know your life has changed immensely, honey, since you first started. So,
Mm.
Tammy and I have been working together, I'm her mentor and we just, we get to work together every day, which is really exciting. And I've seen how much her life has changed. So I'd love for you to share that, please.
Okay, yes, for sure. So, I mentioned earlier, I've been with this wonderful community for about 7 years now. And I just want to say that when I first looked into this, I was a huge skeptic. I had looked at several products and businesses and all sorts online, definitely wasn't looking for either. And I went along to a meeting at Tanya's house because my sister was looking into doing these programs, jumping on the products, and I was very skeptical and concerned. So I went along and I asked a lot of questions, and Tanya was very graceful and she just answered everything beautifully. So what really got me was the free kiddies trial. I wanted to help my daughter out, like Jane's situation with low weight. My daughter was similar. So she was my first guinea pig, and we had some wonderful results with her. We saw a lot of health improvements, but I want to share more about my own story today. And that really is, uh, I thought I was in great health. I thought I was already fine and I didn't need fruits and veggies and capsules. Like, what on earth would I even need that for? I was actually an organic food rep at the time, selling organic food into supermarkets. So to me, I had unlimited fruits and veggies from the company if I wanted to buy and order them. Problem I was having was that they were always turning up really damaged and a bit crap, and I wasn't really happy with the quality and I wasn't getting the variety I wanted. So yeah, I still wasn't convinced though. I was a real know-it-all. And but when I asked the questions, what Tanya told me really actually hit all the spots for me. I loved what I was hearing. Everything about the company, about the growing of the vegetables, everything was just bang on what I believed in anyway. So I couldn't fault it. I actually couldn't come away with anything negative. So I bought my pack and I got my daughter's free pack. And I also thought I'm always up for if you can get a kickback. So I joined the company so that I could get some cash back on my own products. And I really had no idea the impact they were going to have on my life. And I just want to say I'm 51, and I have just had comments from my family since I started that I like sort of reverse age. I've just been my health and my vitality has never been better. I feel better in my 50s than I did in my 30s, and that's saying something. One thing I noticed almost immediately was my job on the road would often really increase road rage in me, and I would yell at people on the road. I'd be quite abusive and quite short and just grumpy and angry on the road and really sick of my job. Funny. But one thing I noticed was that my energy was a lot calmer and I was a lot happier and I just had more vitality and energy for the job. I actually also found it's been 7 years now and I've had two illnesses in 7 years, like two having a kind of a cold or a serious cold, maybe a flu. Neither times were very serious. I wasn't really bedridden or anything, but I just know that I've only been sick twice really. But the biggest thing for me is I'm 51. Apparently I've been through menopause. I don't know. I feel great, but the cycles have stopped. So apparently it's been over 12 months. Apparently I'm in the menopause. And I just haven't had all of the symptoms and things that like everyone talked about. And I really believe it's because I started, at what would I have been, 44? And I just think I managed to get on these at a point in time where my body might have gone into, I actually felt like just as I was starting, I was about to hit a wall. I was getting exhausted, overworked, and really, really needed to just park up a few things I was doing and lessen the load on my life. So I was actually reaching breaking point, and the products came along at just the right time. But I also think they really nourished my central nervous system and my hormones. And I've just felt great, and my hair has never really grown well. And in my later years, it's now growing better than ever, which is, not something you usually expect either. But I've had almost no hot flashes. I asked my family in summer if everyone else was hot or was it just me, and apparently everyone was hot. So I don't know. I really put that down to especially starting on the shakes. These have been incredible for just balancing out my hormones and keeping my nutrition balanced and stuff as well. But it is the combination of everything. And the other thing that I just want to say is that I also decided about 3.5 years ago to just quit working the 9 to 5. And I really felt like I had enough belief in the products and belief in all the things I'd seen with my customers over the time. It would have been, what, about 4 years, 3.5 years. And I just thought, actually, I just want to go all in. And I'm actually sick of living in suburbia. I was living down in Wellington, not far from Tanya, and I just had enough with the quarter-acre section thing as well. So I decided to just sell up, move north, and just make this my day job, just make this my all in. So I did that 3.5 years ago, and I still have not had to work for anyone else. And I think that's wonderful. It's not my only stream of income. I believe in multiple streams of income, but I have done it myself, and I am now living my dream up north. I have 4 acres. I also have 4 dwellings on the land, and I have my family living with me as well. So I'm a stay-at-home grandma. There's 6 kids living in the house next to me, and you got to be careful what you ask for and what you wish for. That's all I'll say. But honestly, I really, really believe in what we do as a business model and as nutritional products, and with the program, we just have a beautiful package here, and I'm just so glad I said yes. Yeah. So I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
I know. Isn't it an amazing story, Jane? I'm surprised you didn't know. I love that about her. And, I just want to share a little bit about my journey too, because a lot of you won't know this about me. So when I first started, I was also working full time, and my ex-husband now, but my husband at the time, we were, just making ends meet. We were trying to kind of go from paycheck to paycheck, and things weren't working. And we thought, well, what can we do to actually change that? Because I didn't want to work for anyone else. I had a teenage daughter at the time that needed me, and I just, I couldn't not work. I had to work. So we looked at lots of different ways of creating an extra income, because we wanted to travel as well. And we even looked at starting a business. Well, it was like $300,000 or $400,000 just to get a bricks and mortar traditional business. And we're like, what's the point? We're going to be stuck in this business model for at least 3 to 5 years before we're going to make any money, and we're not going to have a life. So what's the point in doing that when we actually want to have a life? So this came along obviously when I was really sick, and as a customer, loving the products so much, 4 days after starting them, I jumped into the business, because the way I saw it was a great opportunity for me to get out of my day job. And so I started immediately, and within 4 months I was actually out of my day job. And it wasn't because, and here's the thing, it wasn't because I was earning enough money to be able to do that. I nearly was, but I wasn't quite. It was because I had my husband and I, ex-husband now, were at the time, we were going to be getting married, and we'd paid for and booked this 3-month holiday, honeymoon. And I applied for leave, and they wouldn't give it to me. And so I thought, well, I'm not missing out on my honeymoon and losing all that money. So I just left the job. And so it came sooner than what I wanted, but it was the best thing that I ever did, because what happened was it gave me all that time and creative license to be able to not only put my time into my business and grow it to the point where it is now, but actually it gave me time with my kids. It gave us time to travel. It gave me a life. It gave me flexibility. I could do this anywhere. Like we traveled for 10 weeks in Southeast Asia, on pretty much, and all I did was like half an hour work every day, and that was it. That's all I had to do. It was amazing. And so here I am now, 8 years later, and doing the same thing and actually building new businesses, because this business has given me that. But not only that, 3 years ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was shocking, obviously shocking news in a really difficult time, but it gave me 10 months to heal, to just heal my body without me having to do anything in my business, because I had built up this beautiful income from my business that was passive. And it paid for everything. I didn't have to worry about it. And now here I am 3 years later, and I've only just started getting back into my business to actually do some work on it on a regular basis. Whereas for the last 3 years, I've hardly done anything to it, and it pays me every single month. I'm living on my income. So, and while I'm building up another 2 businesses. So I'm really, really, I cannot stress enough about how beautiful this opportunity is to take and to jump on it, because here I am now, a grandmother. I've got 4 beautiful grandkids, and I spend so much time with my grandkids. I can go and hang out with them whenever they want. Like my daughter-in-law will ring me and say, "Can you come and look after, the kids?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'm there." And like Tammy, we can choose our day, and that's what I love about this. So never underestimate the power of starting on literally $57.50 a year. That's it. That you can actually not only replace that, but you can also triple it in your first month if you really want to. So imagine what there is on the table and how much you can create for yourself, not just financially, but also emotionally. Imagine the relationships you can build and the fulfillment that you can feel, because it's given me creative license now to be able to build the businesses that I'm absolutely passionate about. Yes, I'm passionate about this business, but I'm even more passionate about these other businesses that I'm building. And that's all because of what I've done over the last 8 years. So anyway, enough of me. I'm just going to give you the last little word, Jane. So if there's anything else that you'd like to say, honey, before we go. Yeah.
I just want to say briefly that I'm really grateful to those that have come and given us a chance and had a look. I love the fact that I've got people in the business that I can actually access and say, "Can you come and do a launch with me?" Because I'm wanting to call a meeting for 40 minutes or so to present this to a few different people who are interested. It sort of kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and gives us a chance to talk about things like the detox and the program, which is amazing. So yeah, that is all from me. Thank you so much, Tanya and Tammy. I really appreciate what you're doing and what you do for me. Yeah, much, much love. And yeah, I hope those of you that have been here, thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. You could have been doing 7 million other things on a Monday evening. I really appreciate you turning up. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, and what Jane says, double that. And if you've got questions, if you're curious, if you want to know more, get in touch with Jane. She would love to help you. She is as passionate about this business as Tammy and I are. So yeah, just get your questions answered. Don't regret anything. Honestly, the time is now, and it's actually no longer a luxury to have an extra stream of income. It's actually a necessity. It's really hard these days to get by, so we have to have as many income streams that are passive as possible. So don't muck around, get your questions answered, and come and join us. We are a beautiful community, and we'd love to support you and help you create a beautiful business. So thank you, everybody. Have a lovely evening. See you.